And we are back live, so it's going to be the first map of the second game of the day, of course. S taking on myR. I do apologise, just got a mouthful of Nesquik here. Got to take any opportunity to eat that you can when you're casting a solo day. So here we go, game live. I've been told to drop the game sounds a little bit, so I'm going to drop the game sounds but bump my headphone a little bit. So there we go. And I should be cooking with gas now, so good stuff. Well, initial moves being made. No one committing to a jungle invasion though, so nothing too exciting going to happen here until we get to the level 3 gank stage, I would imagine. Of course, the troll pick of Heimer was a troll pick after all, so we do have Varus on Gran Torino. Pretty sure the ESL admins didn't appreciate having to do the picks and bans again, but oh well. Here we go, wolves being spawned, so we are going to see Jungle Nasus take the big wolf first of all. We're going to see Ez take Golem, so like we are going to see traditional lanes here. Ez and Sona bottom. Renekton solo top. Now, game has been paused here. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I suppose it's good to have a pause at the start of the game rather than at the key pivotal point that we saw in the third game before. Of course, I'm not going to give you a pick here. If this was, two teams that I actually knew, then I would be all up for picking, but I can't say I particularly know too much about the German LoL scene at this point. That will come in time, though. Obviously, relatively new to casting League of Legends. Not new to playing, but new to casting, so I'm sure that I will pick up, the names and the teams in time. Anyway, let's give you a quick roster rundown. ESC are going to be Koi, Caruso, D-Man, Broiki, and Ryman Simon. For myR, it's going to be Caglero, Agent, Yarrowstar, I think that's borderline racist, Gran Torino, and Effect 69. So that concludes your roster rundown. Just waiting for the game to get back underway here. Not entirely certain why they've paused. Obviously, I'm remote casting here, so I'm in Berlin whilst these guys are playing live at Collogne. So I guess we're going to have a little bit of a delay here. Of course, the first game of the day, N-Faculty against Team Serverforge. Here we go, resume. That went the way of N-Faculty, of course, over, a 3-game encounter. Basically, ball down to one bad positioning move from TF. Anyway, red being taken here. Looks like we are going to see sort of fairly standard opening, really. Nothing that you would write home about anyway. Being on mid. Interesting to see the actual opening setup. I mean, Syndra mid. Can't say I'm that familiar with Syndra, to be honest. I mean, not necessarily played on a regular basis. Obviously, Yarrowstar preferring Syndra, but we have the supports out of lane at the moment. So, solo XP being soaked up by Ez at the bottom. See Nasus picking up his opening red, so he's going to be pretty much full health when he starts to go for gank. Now, we do have a lane swap top, actually, so we're going to have lane swaps across the board here. I thought we had standard lanes to start, considering that we saw Sona bottom, but obviously the lane switch coming in, and we are going to see Shen bot with taking a lot of damage early as well, so really the thing is with Shen, they've got to get on top of him quick, because the second that he starts to disappear from that bottom lane, if he shows up top, that's going to be a huge advantage for Renekton. They can jump on Lulu. That's pretty much GG for the top lane, of course. Junior's going to take his farm mid. Shen and Sona, good timing there on Sona from the to avoid the turret aggro. A ton of damage being done to Shen at this point. They're going to be taking advantage of the lane swap on bottom at the very least. Let's see what's going on up top. Vi's actually showed up top, so they have a jungle Vi here. I mean, the potential for early gank kills is most definitely there, because the base damage of Vi is, if you're going to play a jungle, she's a bit squish, but the damage is most definitely there. Here we go, Nasus showing up on bottom, Shen jumping in, forcing the flash out of Broiki, and it looks like we are going to see first blood come down, so Shen being dropped. See Agent in a lot of trouble on Nasus as well. He's going to escape with his life, but first blood going the way of ESC here, so 400 extra gold and the kill on the experience going the way of Ez. Exactly where you would want that kill to land, to be honest. see if Renekton can hold his own, because Shen obviously already showing signs of you know, not being able to sustain that bottom lane. He's going to need a lot of attention from Nasus, to be honest, to keep that lane in play. And when you have a lane switch like that, it's not always the end of the world if you give up that bottom tower. It doesn't mean you can't free farm, but ideally, early game like that, you don't want to lose it just for the simple fact that it's going to set the mid game up for ESC, to be honest. So Broeki getting some good heals from Sona, plenty of sustain on that bottom lane. As soon as he picks up something that has a bit of lifesteal, he's going to be almost untouchable. Can't really see Shen doing much to actually get an advantage against him. He's going to be building armor, of course, he's playing bottom, so wouldn't be surprised to see an early Last Whisperer. Might be a possibility on it. Broki's tower taking, sorry, Koi's tower, I should say, taking quite a bit of damage here. Again, we're seeing Varus in play, so Varus the AD carry. Shen going to be putting his early wards out, so knowing that he does need map vision against that jungler, because if the jungler shows up, he's pretty much screwed, and you can see Vi's already making his way in. Now another pause here, not quite sure what the issue is. Did have some sound issues earlier in the day, but I think they were pretty much sorted, so hoping it's not a major issue. Obviously it leaves me with a lot of time to fill as well, which is never sort of a pleasant experience as a caster when you have to sort of ramble. What we will do is if it goes past any, you know, anything past about 2 minutes, we'll just take a break and come back and pick the game up as it continues. So I can hear chat going on in the background, and there we go. Okay, so they're going to get the resumption of play underway. Shen, if he's not careful, he's going to be caught out of position by Sona. Yep, he's fallen back, and he's going to have to dart over the wall, so Sona pointing out that there is a ward there for Vi. Good communication between the support and the jungler, always nice to see. As a jungler myself, I mean, I'm always big on the support telling what's going on bottom. Shouldn't let it to the AD carry at all. It's obviously the support's role to communicate with the jungler and set up those ganks. Be interesting to see if Vi takes the second blue here, because sometimes Vi with the second blue is a completely viable option, if you'll excuse the terrible pun. And I've seen a lot of damage being done mid here. It's going to be, of course, Syndra taking, well, oh, it's got to be a kill, come on. Yep, there's D-Man with the kill, the ignite, not going to get the return kill, the health pot's been popped, he's going to get back just in time here, so I'm going to go back and buy. Nasus showing up, but a little bit too late here to take advantage of that. The portal's going to hit before he can get anywhere near. So he's just going to try and take as much farm as possible. Meanwhile, top, we do have Varus pretty low here. So Vi showing up the gank. It's looking pretty good here for ESC so far. 2-0 up. We've got pretty much a 1, yep, there it is, 1k gold advantage. So they're already pinging out positions of Nasus as well, so Nasus kind of caught in a, he's actually going for the early jungle here, he's going for the early dragon. So that's obviously what he was pinging out. Wouldn't be surprised to see Ez peel here and try and engage with Nasus. Saying that dragon's been taken now, so that's going to go a long way to rectifying the abysmal start that we did see. That's going to put everybody back on level pegging pretty much when it comes to gold. Not so much an experience though. You see, like, Shen is equal level right now with Ez, which is never good. Whenever you're playing, you know, a lane switch like that 2-on-1, you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're equal level against the AD carry. Plus, I mean, the thing is, whenever you play Shen solo bottom like that, Stand United isn't as big a factor because you can't always leave that lane. I mean, it might be a good idea just to keep that tower for as long as possible so he loses all his farm. Saying that, Ez isn't going to listen to me. Looks like he's going to take the tower here. Maybe even follow this up with a blink and a true shot barrage. No, Shen getting out of there before that was a possibility. So, Sona and Ez seem to have bottom pretty much on lock here. Blue is going to be taken by, is it going to be Vi again for the second blue? Yep, Vi does. In fact, no, sorry, it's Nasus, I should say. Vi would be jungling the opposite way, of course. If it was an invasion, Renekton seems to be holding his own up top, so not too bad against Varus and Lulu. Seems like a lot of teams these days pulling the Taipei Assassin lane switch strategy. Keep that support out as much as soon as possible, at least early. And that way you do see Varus actually stay equal level with Renekton. Now the turn on Renekton here. A lot of damage coming out in the stun as well. Is this going to be a kill? It should be if you follow it up. Nope, he's going to escape. Nicely done. Nasa's caught by the True Shot Barrage comes in from Brokey. So the Tower Die is going to get a second kill here, so that's going to be 4-0. Vi with the kill onto the counterpart. Always good when a jungler kills a jungler. It's always a good feeling. Confidence going to be sky high now. Lulu is going to be taking top here, so we're going to see at least the cash stay within touching distance, but mid's probably going to take a ton of damage here. As you can see, we got Vi and Ez putting out the damage, so well, Shen forced to just fall back here. He's pushed his lane as far as he can. He doesn't feel comfortable going any further. Now this is where Stand United could start to play in effect. And if he does show up top lane, then obviously that extra armor is really going to help Renekton. Just see what Diana can do double buffed here. Got the better of the Syndra. As you can see, a ton of damage going out to Syndra, and got the support as well from Sona at the moment. That's just really not doing anything so far that makes me think he's going to be, you know, a presence here in the early game. I mean, Nasus not usually is, he's not usually a great presence early game. Not the way that Vi would be. Vi's going to drop off mid game, but I would say pick up late game in my experience. I suppose a lot of that depends on how it's built and how the counter build comes in though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. For anyone in chat who was asking about playlists and things like that, they don't have anything put together at the moment, but what I will do is I will figure out some way of sharing my musical taste with you guys, because most people do tend to appreciate my music. I don't even have my full collection yet, because obviously I'm still adjusting here to life in Berlin. It's kind of been a big change for me, so and I've been helping out. Don't curse me too hard, but I've been helping out with the Dota 2 stuff as well, so I've been doing a lot of production. But you will see the production values of my LoL content rise in the very near future, of course. Shen has shown up top, but as you can see, Renekton is more than capable of bruising him up. Demon going to be clearing that minion wave mid. Vi showing up out of jungle at the same time as well, so 100% certain if the new Nasus took Dragon. I mean, it was pinged, but I think it might have just been a ping for his location rather than the fact that he was taking it. Then again, I suppose level 6 Nasus, it's fairly obvious what he's doing. He's mid-river. Shen taking just a complete beating here. You have to be careful with it. If he gives up a second kill here, not only is he, has he fed his lane, he'll be feeding top lane too. Rocky going to be pushing bottom. Manages to. We have another lane switch here, so it seems like Shen has gone back top now, so it seems like he'll be playing up top permanently. How that's going to work out, considering that obviously he's going to be behind on farm compared to Renekton, and Renekton is going to be able to like damage him. Again, pushing this wave all the way to the tower, so Shen not really had much farm so far. I mean, he's on 72, so he's not in too bad considering he's been on the tower most of the time, but there's still 10 minions difference between him and Renekton at this point. Which 1330 ends, not that bad, I suppose. Nasus starting to clear pretty quickly. That's one thing you can say about Nasus. He should pick up his actual jungle clearing. Jumped on by Diana though. Diana putting out a little bit of burst. We're going to see Caruso coming out of jungle now. Dragon is up here, so chance that ESC can take Dragon control back from myR. Oh, that's not good. True Shot Barrage coming in as well. Shen does manage to get the stand United in, so team fight has changed here, and it looks like we are going to see Ryman Simon dropped as well. It's going to force Ez into retreat mode, and we should see myR take the Dragon here, so Ez just trying to poke a little bit of damage. Not going to be able to do enough here to stop it though. And there's the Dragon, so first and second Dragon going over to the red team. Is Ez actually trying to steal blue here? Yeah, he is. Going to get some payback for the Dragon. And Renekton already pushing that second tower as well, so he's well on his way to dropping that inner tower. Even stops to take the ancient golems. Now Shen is going to find him here. Does he decide to engage? Yep, he is going to engage him. Might even try and steal the large golem here. Doesn't get it though. The 64 gold goes the way of Koi. Koi's just going to back off that, so yeah. Good pickup for Koi. It's going to basically mean that he can get all the way back up to top without his lane being pushed now. Shen's got to just free farm as much as he can here. I mean, obviously it's a case where Shen, not notorious for his damage, it's obviously more for the fact that he helps any composition with Stand United. Probably mid-game when the team fights start, that's when you're going to see Shen be a nuisance, but up until then, I think that's Renekton's lane to win, to be honest. Back to sort of just farming up here, not much going on at the moment. Obviously Dragon being down, there's going to be no team fights anytime soon. Does seem like we're going to see a lot of pressure put to mid though. Renekton's actually going to tank it. Don't really want to compete against that. Varus does manage to get out one hail of arrows, but might not have to put any significant damage against Renekton, who's already started to build tank. As you can see, he's got a giant spell on him already. 2 Dawn's Blade for the early damage, so he's obviously, you know, early game he was doing quite a bit of damage. That's going to drop off then, of course, but couple that with a giant spell, and a couple of pots, it'll be very hard to deal with in top lane. So 3 towers plays 1 in favour of ESC. Of course, ESC renowned in the Counter-Strike scene, not so much in the LoL scene, but they're looking to change that here with an EPS finals victory in Germany. Renekton again happy to just keep farming and pushing that inner turret. He's going to be split pushing the whole game here because nobody can really deal with him at this point. He has a half-decent escape mechanism, so he can get out of trouble. And obviously, it's not like Shen's going to be putting down a ton of damage anyway. Let's see what's going on down towards bottom. Okay, we are seeing Varus and Ez just trade minions here. Let's take a quick peek at Ez's build. It's looking like, yeah, Ez has actually gone Spirit with the Elder Lizard here, so going for the cooldown reduction, which is a good idea considering that True Shot Barrage is, you know, basically, I don't want to say it's OP, but you know, if you reduce the actual cooldown on that, it can pretty much change any course of any team fight. You know, second that you find yourself bunched up, 1 True Shot Barrage, and well, that's all she wrote. Yeah, that's nice. Abyssal Scepter being picked up by Diana mid. Bit of magic resist here. Oh, good pull though. We're going to see Shen with the Stand United, beautifully timed as well. That tick from the Ignite might have well got the kill there if it wasn't for the Stand United. And that's just going to grab the frag onto Sona as well. So back to level peggings, 4 on 4. Gold still in favour of ESC, which, considering that we've had 2 dragons go the way of myR, is somewhat surprising, but that's due to towers, of course. Shen's content just to freeze that lane where it is for the time being, I think. He's not going to push much past River. Second he sees, yeah, I was going to say, the second he sees Renekton, he's going to book it. I think Renekton's just trying to set this up here so when Vi shows up, they can actually take top tower. See though, Vi going to be going back, so it's not going to push anytime soon. Up at that magical 20-minute mark. Dragon's going to be up again in about a minute, I would say. A minute and a half, actually, probably. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to mute whilst I take a drink of my nondescript soft drink, because I'm not paid to talk about it. Okay, so Shen again caught in that battle of the bruisers at top. He's going to be coming on and losing with that 9 times out of 10, of course. Seeing a blue pick up for Yarrow. And here we go, positioning now for the dragon fight. So any second now we should see a good team fight here. Renekton seems to be coming down as well. Shen has yet to really respond though. Of course, he does have Stan United, but should be up by now, actually. Let's have a quick check, actually. So no, it's not up for another 30 seconds here, so yeah, Shen has to make it on foot, which means they are going to lose the dragon control here. Perhaps a little bit slow to react to that, to be honest. So, 1 dragon apiece. 2 towers in favour of ESC, though. Still, not exactly a massive differential on the gold front. Call it the best part of, well, it's 800 gold between the 2 teams here, so. At the goal as it stands right now. Shen actually beating out Renekton at the moment. It's kind of surprising. Not in total mind, but just what he's got in reserve. Kind of thought that Shen would have been going back a little bit more, to be honest, considering that his lane's been pushed as hard as it has. Let's look at the 2 AD carries. 2 AD carries pretty much equal. I mean, Ez does have a slight advantage, but that's mainly due to the first blood. And here we go. It seems like the distinct switch between lane phase and team fighting phases come in. So this is where it's going to get interesting now. ESC will have a slight advantage in my estimation. The fact that, well, saying that, if Shen pops Stan United at the right time, which we've already seen his timing on Stan United is pretty good, so I should probably negate the extra damage that Ez is putting out at the moment. There we go, True Shot Barrage. Did it connect with anything? Might have tickled Vi a little bit there, but not particularly enough that would disturb Vi. You can see life stealing that back up straight away. Just going to change my map scroll speed 1 second. I don't think it changes it with the keys, does it? It's kind of shame. Renekton and Shen. This is the point where Shen's game is going to change. As you can see, he's starting to get somewhat tanky now. Simplified Cape is going to start to play a factor. Saying that, we've got Warmogs on Renekton, so he does have the extra health here. And force Shen away again, just bullying him away from his farm. I do like the Cinder actual E spell. Can't remember what the name of that is actually. Let me try and find out what it is. So like I say, Cinder not necessarily in the UK scene played a lot. Shen again just happy to pick up what farm he can pick up with Renekton's leaving. Obviously not much going on here right now because we've already had the dragon fight, so probably about another 2 minutes till the next dragon's up. Time for me to do a little bit of Syndra research. I'd say I wouldn't mind seeing that competitive play Poppy. I mean, it's been back in it's probably season 1 when I saw Poppy's played in any sort of high or low setup. Oh, okay, Leaguecraft doesn't have any Syndra guys, awesome. Shows how popular Syndra is these days. Varus clearing out the Wraith camp, so a little bit of extra XP on the side. Quite content to stay in the lane here as he does manage to rush forward. Now is he going to be able to get the... Yeah, I was going to say he does manage to pop his ult, but a real damage done by it. Oh, shut down from Ez, nicely done. Here we go, this is the team fight we've been waiting for, folks. Koi going to go in with Renekton now, and he's going to, in fact, be Ez for his second kill. Thought that was going to fall to Koi though. Shen going to be shut down here as well. Triple kill and the 2 from, I think that was 2 from Caruso as well. So we should see the inner tower fall here. Are they going to go Baron off this? It's looking that way. They got time to do so. Obviously 20 seconds till Shen's up here, so... Nass is down for another 10, so yeah, cheeky early Baron, 26 minutes, not that early I suppose, 26 minutes is probably right there, that's what you would expect. And there we go, there's the Baron pickup, so we should see them back up and buy now. And they show up in lane again, they're going to be a terrifying prospect to deal with. And we are going to be careful here. This game is starting to get away from it. It's 9-4 now with 4 towers in favour of ESC to the 1. Shen still managed to keep within touching distance, but as you can see, the counter dragon being picked up by myR. There's somewhat to offset in the goal difference, but still, Baron Nash is way more important than Dragon, of course. Wall's being cleared out as well, so good map presence from ESC here. They're going to start to take away the vision, and once you become blind against a team that's all Baroned up, it's not really winnable fights. I mean, the only way you're going to actually get the advantage is if you find one of them on their own. And this level of play, very, very rare that you are going to find somebody that out of position. If it is going to be somebody out of position, it's more than likely going to be Renekton, and you don't particularly want to focus him anyway. So I think we are going to see bottom tower being pushed, so chance of another tower falling here. No reason that it shouldn't do, considering they're all gnashed up. Oh, this is cheeky, they're going to go around the back here. Nicely done. True shot barrage finishes off Varus. It looks like we're going to see Nasus isolated as well. He's been taken down. Indeed he is. Second kill there for Ez. So Ez on for the carry here. 7-0 and 3.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And there's a turret to boot as well. So again, more vision being cleared out. Right, we are going to see an inhibit turret fall as well.
Red team's turret.
There's the inhibited boot, so the Nash are being taken full advantage of here. Surely his Reverie being popped to get them out. And he's now 11-4, so 6 towers to 1. 8k gold difference at this point. It's going to start to be exaggerated from this point forward now as well, because we have those supers in play. Again, another true shot barrage. Did that actually hit anybody? Nope. Just just designed to clear the wave. As you can see, just look at the items, the difference in items already. We've got a full Warmogs, we've got a Randuin's Omen on Renekton compared to a Randuin's and a Sunfire Cape, so there's a difference there. We do have Mercury Treads on Renekton, which is interesting. It's obviously with a focus to being more utility in the team fighting stage. Let's see, what have we got? 241 minion kills and 253 minion kills on the two carries here. So 3-1 and 4 on Diana, and 7-0 and 3 on Ez. Ez going to be building Spirit of the Elder. We've got a Cutlass in there, a Last Whisper, and a Muramana. Nice. So obviously building an AP Ez here. Well, mixed, I would say, actually. And Muramana does give you a little bit of attack damage, so it's going to be sort of a hybrid build. And you got the Boots of Lucidity as well, so in 2. Interesting setup, I have to say. ESC going to be pushing this top tower now as well. Fall momentarily. Not much that really myR could do to defend against that, to be honest. They just had to concede that tower. Every time they place a ward, it's like they place it at someone's feet and someone's like, oh, free gold, thanks very much. Elixir's probably paid for itself twice over by now. Nasha has one off, but the item advantage is going to be more than enough to get the job done here, of course. So we've already got Renekton on level 17. Needs to be getting into this engagement here. He needs to be tanking as much damage as possible for the team. Making sure those turrets do draw aggro. You can see his bottom split lane pushing, which, to be honest, with Shen, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. I mean, he's trying to clear off the supers, but he needs to be top right now. He's pushed that lane far enough. That tower's not going to be taken by Shen anytime soon. As you can see, it's doing 3/4 health. He's just making sure this top tower doesn't fall, which, as you can see, it is going to be falling here. Ton of damage against it. Nasus does manage to pop his ulti, but takes it too little too late here for my money. Shendo come in as well. This fight may have changed here actually. Flash is being forced. Probably going to escape though, and he's going to in fact bait Shen in perhaps a little bit too deep here. No. Nice to get the stun off. He does juke him, nicely done. Going to be Syndra completely slipped. Ken does manage to jump in and does hit the taunt. Coming on to Ez. Can we get the kill to Ez? Ez does manage to blink away. Razo caught completely in the open though. Vi going to be shut down. As you can see, D-Man actually split pushing here. He's gone straight up mid. He's going for the top tower as well. He doesn't care if he gets killed here because obviously if he takes the top tower as well, the gold is well worth the... well, the juice is worth the squeeze, let's just say that. And he manages to get away as well, so... Diana doing a ton of damage whilst that team fight was going on and almost completely missed that as well. That was pretty damn sneaky. I can guarantee you myR didn't miss it though. So 11 plays 7. 52k versus 45k on the goal front. 32 minutes and 54 seconds passed in the game. Baron Nashor will be up in about a minute. Dragon's already up, so we could see a team fight over that anytime soon. Probably not before you see Nashor take, no.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
So bottom inhib's going to be back up. That's going to ease the pressure on myR just a little bit. And there's Baron. So again, another good setup here. Obviously having to defend mid against the supers soon. Should mean that we should see a push onto that top inhib and then the bottom inhib as well. No map vision whatsoever, so I'm not even certain I'd imagine they would be aware of that, to be honest. No team at this level of play should ever be caught unawares by a Baron pickup. Doesn't mean you can always stop it, of course, but clear out the ancient golems, and we are going to see a top lane push here for that inhib. True shot. No, not true shot barrage. Actually, I thought we were going to hear a true shot barrage. You see how little they care about Nasus's spells here. Just going to chill out in the area of effect of it. It's taking a bit of damage here, but if anybody's going to take damage, you want it to be Koi, of course. He's got that Warmogs and Randuins, so. Here we go, that inhib's going to start taking pressure now. Ed's going to open up onto it. Diana does get stunned, but jumping in onto Nasus. Take that Nasus out, that pretty much well, Shen's been isolated here. Shen's going to be taken down for sure. It's looking like that could be GG, to be honest.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Home guard boost do kick in, but as you can see, the supers hitting at the same time. So both the Nexus towers fall, and more than likely the Nexus to follow as well. As you can see, something like, yeah, this is going to be GG. So first map does go over to ESC. Pretty comfortably as well, it has to be said. They didn't really look stressed at any point in that game. Even considering that obviously the opening was relatively close. The first 15 minutes was, they were level pegging for quite a while there, but the first blood really did set that bottom lane to a snowball. And once Ez got going, I mean, finishing on, what did actually not finishing on anything that was particularly that crazy. 7-1 and 6, but Ez was seven kills on the board at around about 35 minutes. So. In fact, sorry, not 35 minutes, 25 minutes I should say, because the game finished at 35. About 10 minutes ago we had 7 kills. So let's take a quick look at your scoreboard so you guys at home can see it. I have to leave the game, just bear with me 1 second. And there we go. So as you can see, it was really a tale of Diana and Az who were doing the damage. They were the two putting out the... let's just pull up the graph so you can see. In fact, let's go straight to grid. Can't bother playing with it. As you can see, damage dealt to champions, pretty much all on Diana and Az, 19k and 23k respectively. We did have 22k on Yarostar, but Yarostar not able to really pick up the kills on the conversions of that damage. So kind of one of those situations where once the ball gets rolling on bottom lane like that, it's very hard to stop Ez from just taking advantage of that and just completely farming out. I mean, he finished on how many minions? Let's have a look. Let's go back to the overview 1 second. Where's Ez? There we go. So 253 minions, Diana on 302. Anytime you've got 2 champions that farmed, and obviously you're controlling the map as well as you are, with double the amount of kills, it's pretty much a full-blown conclusion. Anyway, we will have the second game of the ESC myR encounter. Don't go anywhere, keep it locked. Back after this.